What's going on? Y'all tuned into another episode of Exposure. I be your boy, the Global Zoe, and I'm with the gang.
Drego Mill.
Vandam, Bodyslam.
And today's show is brought to you by Sovereign Brands, Exposure's official drink of choice, and Super Tax Services.
This is me back when I tried to do my own taxes. What a nightmare. Then it came to me. Taxes shouldn't be taxing. I found the dream tax service called Super Tax. Super Tax provides easy in-home tax services. I just made an appointment online and a tax expert came to help me file my taxes. And if you download the Super Tax app, you'll get the chance to win $5,000. Plus, they have a free TV giveaway every Friday, and with their referral program, you can get up to $250 for each person you refer that becomes a client. My taxes are done, and now I can relax. Thanks to Super Tax. Call 855-787-3788 or go to www.supertaxservices.com to get your taxes done. Super Tax. We make it simple.
And we finna get straight into it, man. This cold weather, I tell you what, I'm used to 2 weeks and then it goes away. And then this whole, 2 months we going, man, and it's dropping in the 40s. This ain't it. This ain't it, bruh.
I'm up sometimes 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm really getting hit with this 47 that we had, recently? Oh, God. Not just the first week. Second week, too? Oh, man, look. I'm out here crying out here. You hear me? My eyes is watering.
Bruh, it's crazy. It's crazy, but I don't remember ever staying cold this long. Like, that's what got me like, whoa, what's happening here?
We got snow in Florida.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the people.
Working me that makes him sign out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. Watching Exposure.
Getting hit in the head with that exposure. You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed. That's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Exposure.
But thank God, it's in the 60s now. We hitting like the 65s now.
Yeah.
When the sun come out, it's getting better. But boy, look at here. You see what I got on?
It felt nice today outside, I ain't gonna lie.
It felt nice.
Yeah, it felt nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to start off with trending topics. I want to talk about the TikTok. We kind of touched based on the last episode, but it's back. I don't know if it's because of the boy Trump. He's getting all the credit because when they came back, you feel me? You got a little message saying, hey, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. And because of Trump, we got this thing back. So all the social media creators that make a living off of TikTok, you know what I mean, with their content or whether it's a TikTok shop, they seem like they were very, very grateful.
That's kind of dope.
And then there's a lot of speculation saying, oh, it went away and it got back so he can get that under his brim, you know what I mean, to say, I did that.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So, were y'all affected by it when everybody woke up and they said, oh, shoot, it was really gone? Did y'all expect it to really go away? Did it impact you at all or anybody you know?
Well, so I'm not a TikTok guy, but the way I was affected was CapCut. And CapCut is my... I was hurt. I didn't even know. So, and then when I went in there, I completely forgot. I was like, whoa, TikTok gone. I forgot they the owners.
Wait,
That's
TikTok
crazy.
is
I
in
ain't
charge
know
of
that.
CapCut?
Yeah, that's their app.
Oh, I didn't know that.
CapCut. And my dumb ass deleted it. So now I don't even have it.
What you don't have?
So because they came back, you could use them.
Right.
Once Apple didn't put it back in the store. I don't have TikTok or CapCut.
So this is making sense now. This is why them phones going for 10 bands?
That's exactly what I
because the phone had TikTok still.
Boom.
GameStop
want to buy phones.
I did not understand that. I'm like, bro, just get a phone and download the app. Why is the phone now worth $10,000?
You ain't download it no more.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ain't download it no more.
Yep. GameStop want to get a part of the
God, boy. Look here. I just said it is what it is, but I ain't go ahead and jump and delete it.
Deleted it either.
Oh. What about CapCut?
I can't get it. I deleted it. I deleted it. It's
there you
gone.
go,
Yeah, it's
cuz.
gone.
Hey, boy, I got a phone going for 5 days right now. TikTok, if anybody hey, I ain't saying, hey, but hey, you know.
You know, if you know, you know.
You know,
That's
I forgot, so I'm like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. Everybody's crying about TikTok, and then I go open my app, and all of the edits that I had is gone. Video's almost finished.
Yeah, that's that hurt, bro.
I'm about to rent out my CapCut. You want to use CapCut, man? I got you, man. I'm about to rent it out, man.
That's that hurt right there, fam. That's that hurt. I didn't delete that, but now it's making sense to me when you say that. It's making so much sense to me that that's what was going on with it.
Yeah.
I didn't register the two.
So I'm out here looking for something else like it.
Well, you'll find. I'm sure you'll find though.
Well,
You'll definitely find.
Well, Facebook, you already know they're in there. They're making one just like it. They already got one coming soon.
They got one coming soon?
Coming soon, just like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. That's crazy. Do y'all know anybody who was affected though? Anybody who was like on TikTok heavy who make a living off of it? Like, nah, me neither. I didn't know nobody.
I don't know if it would be easy to ask. Nobody's gonna really want to say something, but
well, okay.
It's bothering some people's pockets.
That's what I was about to say.
So it's kind of hard to.
If you're relying on it like that, it'll bother your pockets for sure.
That'd be tough to just ask somebody. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know if anybody was like, like, yo, this is how I make my living, or it's a part-time gig. They generate such and such amount of dollars. I wasn't sure. But it also is telling me, guys, is how I took it is like, especially when you are an artist, athlete, no matter what you are, if you're using the platform and you gain a following, we can't only solely rely on that platform for everything. Like, I still confused, like, what happened to having your own website? We done got so used to social media that nobody has their own website no more. So like, yeah, I want to use this platform, but I'm gonna still be directing traffic to what I really got. So let's just say this website does ban me or shut you down or go away. You're not stuck. You got the contacts, whether it's email, whether it's the text message through phone. We've got to have another way to stay in contact with your fans.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me. When I saw that, I'm like, man, that's crazy. But we'll stick with it, man. It's back now. We'll see for how long, because I know Trump said he want the U.S. to have half of the ownership. So this is going to be interesting to see if they budge and if that happens, because they're saying that, it's a lot of money on the line with this app.
It's crazy.
A lot of bread flow through it. All right.
Man.
Topic number 2 we got is the playoff predictions, man. You know what I mean? I know we heartbroken with the Ravens. We heartbroken with the Ravens. It was a good game. The weather. Now, do y'all think weather played a factor, or it just wasn't their best game?
Definitely weather.
I just think the team wasn't 100%, man.
Well, and you went back. You still sticking without?
Yeah, bro. Because this Baltimore, they playing that weather. Like they playing the cold. It's cold up there.
True.
So.
True.
The team just wasn't 100%, man. Like to go the distance, you gotta have that 100% team, like all the way around.
Agreed.
You got to. That's why Mahomes always win. It ain't just him; it's his team.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yeah. That was tough, man. We wanted to see hometown.
With Zay Flowers, bro. I think once Zay Flowers went down, it was like, man.
Here we go.
Yeah.
He got. But I think, and I don't know.
Now you asking other guys to step up like out of nowhere, and it's not saying that they can't, but you asking guys to do that, and that's what happened. That's what kind of results you get. It ain't their fault. But.
Their morale was broken, man. And yeah, they got broken from the beginning. They broke their morale from early on when the start of the game. They looked like they weren't in it. They were slowly but surely losing their morale, bro. You saw they was ready for that L.
It was close. It wasn't but I think when you got two good teams, I guess we expect a low-scoring game, and it wasn't as action-packed because nobody was throwing the ball as deep as you anticipated. It was really quick 1, 2, 3 releases, and there was a lot of run. I was just surprised that they didn't use Derrick Henry as much. I think that was the only thing like that. Cook, is it Cook for Buffalo? Is it Cook? Yeah, but I mean, they didn't. But when we kept feeding him, when I saw that, I would see him every now and then. He'll go and hit that. He would get the first down every now and then. It started off slow, but every time they did utilize him and kept feeding him, he would get it. And Cook on the opposite side, it looked like it was. I just was expecting Derrick Henry to show up a little bit more. I wanted them to utilize him a little bit more. And Mark Andrews, he didn't throw it to him a lot throughout that game. Without having Zay Flowers, I was expecting a little bit more catches from him too. But man, Likely, Bateman, he does have 3 other weapons though. Slam, I know we said Zay, but they showed up though. Like besides the drop and the fumble from Andrews, he usually is clutch. He's gonna give you some highlight catches and a touchdown.
Yeah, he can only do so much. So, man.
Slam ain't watching. We need everything.
That's just
yeah.
If you go beat me, I'm not even talking about this game specifically. I'm just saying to beat McHolmes, that's what you need, that 100%, the full team. You need a Zay Flowers and maybe even a little bit more. But I would like to see the Redskins and the Chiefs, I guess, because I know it's gonna be the Chiefs. The Bills not beating the Chiefs, so I'm gonna go ahead and say the Redskins and the Chiefs.
The Redskins would be nice. I would like to see the Redskins go too.
I meant the Commanders because
sorry, you're right. They did change it.
Commanders.
I still say
right.
It's gonna take me a while to get the. Yeah, you're right.
I like to see the Commanders win it all, man.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you,
It'll
man.
be a nice story.
Yeah.
But then it's like, damn, bro, why you let Jada tell you?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to let it happen. I don't think they're going to let it happen. They're going to make sure Mahomes win the 3-peat, bro. He's 3-peating, bro.
Yeah.
That's going to be the storyline. The quarterback that 3-peated. That's going to be the storyline, bro.
Hey. And and you know what? If that's how it plays out, man, that's how it's supposed to play out. I ain't gonna knock on nobody greatness, and we all know, although sometimes it does look like the refs favor them, we can't. We got to call it how we see it. All right. So that's just where we at with it, man. But it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited for it though, and I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. With these last four teams in it, we'll be able to see who's gonna make it to the Super Bowl. With that being said, do y'all do like Super Bowl parties? Y'all host, y'all attend, or y'all rather go to a bar?
Yeah, we used to do it all the time. We met up in one place. We watched the game. We buy some food. You know what I'm saying? We used to get ribs, all that there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did it the last 2-3 years. Was it the last 3 years? Yeah, 3 years ago.
Okay.
We did it back to back, but we took a break last year.
Okay. I like going now. Somebody invite me to a Super Bowl party. I'm there. You feel me? I like to bring something. Like I usually like to ask what you already got, or do you want me to bring anything? Now I'm that kind of guest. I'm gonna ask you and bring something now. But as long as I don't got a host, because when it's time to go, that feeling of being able to get up and leave without having to clean, and, you know what I mean? Packing all the leftovers and storing it in the fridge. Like that's the ones that be getting me. Like, damn, I want to be that dude who was like, hey, I can get a to-go plate and gone.
Take off.
Facts. I'm with you.
Yes, sir. We'll see what's going on with it. So I also want to talk about, pretty much lyricism in commercial music, man. I don't know how y'all feel with the atmosphere right now in today's industry, but do you feel like everybody's just trying to chase a quick hit? Or, I don't even, if we want to say radio friendly no more, because I don't think radio is breaking music how it used to. It's really social media platforms and pretty much social influencers are getting all the credit now. But do we feel like we chasing hits, and or do we still have enough people giving you bars, aka lyrics, in today's music?
I'm trying to think of one.
Lyricism.
You think it's getting back to lyricism?
I think people are hungry for it. Yeah, I think it's getting back. I think it's still a lane for the other stuff, but I think people want the bars back. Like it's in demand.
It's in demand.
So if you really can spit, then yeah.
Yeah, I can see it coming back slowly but surely. Yeah, most definitely. Because a lot of the stuff that I can't even think of one right now.
You can't think of what?
Like something that's trending right now. That's They got some really good lyrics on it, and we're all playing it. Everything is.
This is why I'm like, if you are artists who like to rap, or you like to, you're passionate about the craft, you are giving what they call a lyricism. Like, does it generate funds enough for you to keep wanting to do that? I think that's the dilemma sometimes with artistry. Is like, yeah, I can make this kind of music and I want to, but y'all not going to pull up the shows, or y'all not streaming it how I see these other records are streaming. So I'm going to make records that cater more to that, because I see that's what the label either is telling me to do, or the fans are gravitating to. So why would I put myself in a position where I'm not going to be able to feed my family? I know it sucks, but you think about most people who paint, they're known for what they're known for. They don't got to switch it up. You like this painter because of whether they draw with their fingertips, or they use a certain stencil, or whatever it is, they use oils. Some people carve on walls. You like that for that, right? And we don't ask them to change that. We want to see that every single time. But with us, or anybody who's an artist, it's like, nah, we want you to rap on this kind of beat. I need you on a Lil Baby beat. I need you to have a Migos flow. It's like Migos already doing that. So why can't I do something different?
Facts.
Why my ad-libs can't be different? If you already got Amigos, you already got, whoever was known for something, you already got a Jeezy with the you got to bring something different to the table.
And that's what, you just got to stay true to you. And I think a lot of us get trapped into trying to follow what people want us to do. You know what I'm saying? Or what fans, or what's going right now, what's popular. You just got to stay true to you, and that's going to work out the best way for you. That's why
I want to bring up something you said. So he said something that's key, staying true to you, right? So I want to bring up when Kodak did the feature with 6ix9ine. He never mentioned about staying true to me. He brought up, that's $1 million. What I look like not taking $1 million. Although my music don't align, you know what I'm saying? Right. Well, what he did, no matter what the situation, I'm granted, no matter how he feels, the world was able to see that and know what that was, right? Because same way, if that's the case, look at Briscoe. I literally feel Briscoe never recovered from his situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get to the point where when we say that too, it's like, damn. So when Kodak's like, well, it was $1 million, so I did it. What I look like not to take $1 million for a 16 bar. Like, I guess that's why I'm like, see, I still think no matter what it is, that money, man, will make artists do whatever it is for the bag.
Yeah.
Outside of morals and what your fans really know you for. And it sucks. But I think when you come from the underground, man, you've been doing this shit for so long and you never always seen money. We look at it totally different from someone who's been getting millions.
That's fact.
You know what I mean? Because how many free shows has a independent artist has done to get where he's at? You know what I mean? Before you seen $1. you know what I mean? How many free beats? You spending hours and hours on a beat. You know what I mean? God knows. You invested in your career to be like, all right, I'm gonna put some of these out there on the house to start to build a name for myself. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think hip hop that I loved and fell in love with when I started, it's not the same. You know what I mean? And I feel like I don't know who's in charge of getting it back to that. Is it the OGs? Is it the younger generation embracing what the older generation was doing? I don't know how we get back to some kind of foundation. You know what I mean? Where it's respected.
I think it's like, it's hard because like it's hip hop is more of a popular thing than it was back then. Like everybody is doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have the people that's been doing it. You have people that's doing it for fun now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more people in it. So I don't feel like it's nobody that can really control that. You know what I mean?
Nobody's storytelling no more, man. We got.
It's really a wide open field. It's a wide open field now. Like the barber is a rapper. The videographer is a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? That's all. I'm just being for real. Like that's just how it is now.
Why is that though? Why you think everybody wants to be a rapper?
Because it's the popular thing now.
Yeah.
Like everybody who don't want to express themselves, and once people see like, oh, I can do it, like if you can do it, I can do it. It's like it's one of those things now that's like more of a hobby than an art now. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's like a popular hobby. Everybody see everybody else doing it, and they popping it. I got followers already. Let me rap now.
And it's like
This
we
is
don't
how
have
it
enough
is.
cameramen. We don't have enough managers. We don't
Right.
have enough
Nobody
photographers. We don't have enough road managers. We don't have enough publicists. Like I don't think I've ever met somebody in all my years of doing music who told me, "Yo, I want to be a publicist." You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, I'm finna go pick up I'm finna go pick up the camera because I see I could be more of an asset to artists who want to express themselves.
Yeah,
I guess everybody
Me
feel
neither.
like it's a short route, huh? If you're famous and
But dog,
popular.
it's a dangerous job. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know if it's just jewelry or we see the cash, a quick come up, but it's a pretty dangerous job.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the easiest thing out there. That come with security, watching your steps. You know what I'm saying? You in different cities, hotels. You know the shit you got to learn how to maneuver in a hotel when you're an artist. You know the signs, what to
Gotta
look for, the
move,
do's and
period.
the,
Gotta
you know,
move,
yeah,
period.
you know what I'm saying?
You can't just move around regular like you regular. Like,
And that's the thing, right?
you can't even go out and just shop on like a regular day. Like if you want to, you never know what happened.
That is the one thing I would tell you that like when I met T-Pain early in his career, I remember was in Atlanta. And we got a chance to ask some questions. It was a round table, a good amount of us artists, and when we were speaking on it, that was the biggest thing he left us, man. He was just like, just be mindful, like, you gotta see this now, but you gotta keep in mind that regular person, like whoever you are, your regular life, you forget about it. Once you hit this level, trying to go to the stove, trying to pump your own gas, there's certain things that you was able to do and go about your business, that's gonna change. So when he kind of said that, I was like, damn, that just sucked with me a little bit, like, whoa. I kind of like, you like how things is right now, how you can go certain places, you can go out to eat, and not everybody wants to take a picture or interrupt you every 5 minutes. I couldn't imagine, you want that limelight. I get it, but you also got to know what it's going to come with.
A lot.
Yes, it's going to come with a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what I think we all got to be mindful of that come with it.
Got the pros and the cons.
So no, I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see rappers bring back lyrics. I'm excited because everyone was saying, and this is another thing I want to get at. When TikTok went away, everyone said, okay, not everybody has to be a rapper again. Because a lot of people felt like that's gonna be it's gonna kill the TikTok music where it was just a quick catchy little hook, or you trying to get a dope ass 8 bars and it was over, and you lived and you were relevant because I'm on TikTok. So I don't know if y'all saw any of that, but that's what a lot of people were saying. They was like excited, and now it's back. So that's interesting to me.
Hey man, if that worked for people, man, let it work. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, go ahead.
It's just like the streaming game, just like with the streaming game, Vandam, like with the gaming and all that. Everybody else want to do it because everybody else is doing it. It's the trending thing. But it's still a grind. It's still a grind. It's kind of like right now when Castanet go live, everybody get mad, they lose all their viewers because everybody went to him. It's just like that.
Do he announce when he go live, or he just
when you go because if I follow you, I get an alert. My phone vibrate and let me know you're live.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because that's true.
So now everybody is just like that.
Slam, you say you're on Twitch too, right?
Yeah, I'm on
I might have to get you. Okay, yeah, for sure. Because I'm about to say I do get the alert when you go live, and you're right. It be the weirdest thing because sometimes I ain't doing like I just be like, oh shoot, let me see what Drego doing. Whether he working on the hook or I watch him game a little bit, but it is like, oh shoot, let me see what he got going on. You know what I mean? Especially when you don't know what you're gonna get with you. You making a beat? Are you singing? If you writing, that's dope.
Well, yeah, it's just like that, man.
I ain't mad at y'all boys. Next thing I want to talk about is pretty much, man, relationships with social media. Is everything meant for social media? And do you feel like social media, no matter what, is gonna play a a role in your relationship in today because everybody's on it. God damn it.
I guess only I say this because I saw a video with a married man and his wife in the back. But I say that because I guess with the activities that you like to do, I guess it may not be a problem with the activities. But like I don't like to go as far as my the whole house. You know, when it comes to the household or showing what I got, I hate doing that. But I guess it just depends on the activity. If I'm away from home, you know what I'm saying, or we out of town, I think I'm gonna flick it up. I don't mind that. But if the closer I am to home, the less you're gonna get it. And if we're out having an event, that I understand.
Okay.
But I like to keep a lot away.
Is it required? But like, do you? If your partner's like, well, I don't know if you really love me. You ain't posting me on your platform. I want everyone to know we a couple. Does that do anything to you? Do you feel like that matters when they're like, oh, well, you're not posting me? You post your music, you post this, you do that. Like, should that matter? Or it's more like I'm trying to protect. Like, listen, if I do happen to do that, I'm gonna do that. But this is private here. You know, this is you feel me?
I feel both. I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
me too.
Okay,
me
too.
I'm like on both sides. Cause like I do feel like it's better to keep stuff private, like off social media, like from my experiences. Like, but also I be seeing people like in a whole relationship and they don't post their person, so people be at them. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
it's
right.
like I be like, I ain't finna be a secret, nah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you gotta post me 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But,
All right. So how I feel.
you know?
How I feel. Right. I think it's different for the way. I think it's different for the ladies, man. Like, cause if you're running a business, let's just say, all right. I gotta ask you, Vandam. Hold on. Here's a question. Let me put it this way.
Okay.
If you're in a relationship, she knows what you do, you know, all this other stuff, and you streaming, and you got some, you got some, people in the chat that normally is always, throwing some flirting, email, DMs at you, but they only there because they like you there, right? They come to your channel because they like what you got in your channel. It's either they like what they see or they like what you're doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, like, how do you explain that to your significant other? Like, hey, I got this people here sometimes just to see me. That's it. And they sub to me, they donate to me. I can't. So would you say you're single?
Yeah, 'cause I have that with music.
Yeah,
like I have that with music.
Ooh.
Yeah,
so do you claim the single status or do you claim
fans,
that?
like these my fans, like
Right. But here's the thing, though.
I'm never gonna entertain my fans, like my real true fans. Like it's never gonna go there.
Okay,
like,
but here's the question though. Like, do you say you're getting interviewed? Hey, you single or are you in a relationship? Because that's what a lot of the fans be wanting to hear.
I
right?
always say I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
Like I never stuck with that. Oh, you gotta be single, so the fans like they like
Right,
you
so
even
you can
more when you in a relationship. Like they like to see. For me,
Okay.
like I think I was doing that before it became cool. Like rappers showing their girl and putting them in the video. Like I've been doing that. Like I've been showing my girl off. Like I always been that type of dude.
Okay.
That's just how it is. But that's why I was saying I'm in the middle because it kind of like messed stuff up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
too
as
much.
soon as you post them, like now you got 100,000 mutual followers the next day. Like what the? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I'm in the middle too.
That's just how I go, bro. So you showing off your significant other is other people like.
Yeah, the envy though. There's good envy and there's bad envy.
That's just how I go, bro. And that's the messed up part about social media. You know what I'm saying? Back then, the motherfucker couldn't see you post your girl and then like go on her DMs and get at her. Like, but that's how it is now.
Yeah.
It's a new world.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so I'm in the middle with that, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's all how you react.
Facts.
Like if you entertaining that, you know what I'm saying, then that's disrespectful. Because if your girl was streaming or whatever she was doing, working at the shop, or you wouldn't want her entertaining people that's flirting with her. So you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it on an even playing field. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Listen, respect my lady.
That's it.
You know, I understand you a fan and you might be attracted to me, but hey, I got a girl. That's it. That's all it is. You know,
Some
don't let it
people,
go past that.
I say that because I know there's so much that don't care. That's why I said that.
What you saying, like fans?
Yeah, they don't care.
What, that you got a girl?
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah,
Aggressive
but
as hell.
that's not, and they had a right not to. They, what loyalty do they owe to your girl? Like, they don't know her. You the one who owe the loyalty. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all up to the way you reacted.
Right.
If you on there flirting back, then yeah, she got to handle up.
All right, gang. Now we're gonna pretty much go into health tips with Dr. Kia.
Dr. Kia.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
How are you guys? I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. We was a little chilly, but thank God we in the 60s now. We all good, but I'm doing better. How's the weather up there in Bradenton?
No,
How is it?
We're still in the 50s.
Ooh.
We made it to 50.
Okay.
Made it to 50. Last night we were in the 30s.
Oof. Good grief. Good grief.
Yeah.
Hang in there. It's gonna get better. It's Florida. It's gonna get better eventually.
That's crazy, bro.
Well, listen, we are so thrilled and happy to have you on the show. And I know you're going to be able to bring some knowledge and some things that not everybody's aware of. So we wanted to talk about health tips in 2025. And we was going to kick it off with pretty much men's general health, right? Is that what we're talking about today?
Yes, it's the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go through some tips and just kind of guide your starting point for the year and some things that you can go ahead and put on your calendar.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
So listen, and I know some of us who do have things we have to deal with. We try to do that checkup once a year. I know that's important. If you're not, we want guys to go, right? But at least that once a year for your yearly checkup is important, right?
Yes. So I say if I don't see you for the entire year, I at least want to see you once a year. And that's going to be for your annual physical, some blood work. So if we have some things that kind of go wonky throughout the year, at least I'm only backtracking a year and not 2 years, 5 years, 10 years because you've lost care.
That makes sense. Why do you think, I'm trying to understand, because I know even some of my friends, I'm always telling them, like, you should definitely get checked up. But why do you think us men, we're more stubborn to going to the doctor? Or is it for male and female? Do you see that in both?
I would say male and female. I'll probably see my female patients a little bit more often, but a general mistrust. And then especially when we're dealing with African-American community, just things that have happened in the past. So building that relationship, sometimes it's hard to find a provider that looks like you. So that kind of contributes to the level of mistrust. I can say for myself, I'm a healthcare provider.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as good as I should be about going to the doctors because I've had my own experience where I've gotten wrong diagnoses, and I'm not going to go in there like I'm a healthcare provider.
Right.
So I'll let them do their thing, but at the end, I'm realizing like I've been misdiagnosed at least twice. I've had a doctor tell me like, "Are you sure you don't have mental retardation?" Well, what do you mean? Like. So I get it, and I try to make sure like building those connections with my patients so that you do feel comfortable.
Oh, okay. I'm with it. That makes sense to me. So
usually men. Now I'll see men.
Mm-hmm.
Men are either they're gonna come in because their girlfriend made them, wife made them, mama made them, or your penis is threatened. Like that's usually when I want to see men. That's what I'm
yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
No, that'll do it. Is there anything that's like probably more common than others? Are there signs? I guess outside of trying to just be healthy and doing it, are there any certain signs that we should be looking for that might tell you that, hey, maybe something is wrong as far as health is concerned?
I mean, usually if you're seeing signs, we already have a problem. So my job, I'm a primary healthcare provider. So my job is to keep you healthy. Once we get to the point where you already have issues, my job is to help those issues kind of stabilize and not get worse. So if I'm seeing you because you're already having issues, we probably already have a problem. So usually those things are going to be maybe weight loss, weight gain, and both are unexplained. You don't know why you're losing weight. You don't know why you're gaining weight. Maybe having headaches. Sometimes headaches can be related to high blood pressure. Maybe changes in urination. You're urinating too much. You're not urinating enough. Thirst. So sometimes those things are going to be clues for me that you may have an issue with high blood pressure. You may have an issue with diabetes, and those are probably going to be the more common ones.
Okay, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. I mean, just definitely important. So how is it working now with the services that you offer? Because I know you can do virtual. They don't have to come to you considering where you're based. So how does that work if one doesn't know?
So I'm licensed for the state of Florida. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, I have an office. I do home visits. So kind of bringing back that old school healthcare where I come to the home. And then I do virtual. So I can do virtual for the entire state of Florida. Some visits aren't appropriate for virtual. So if it's something that I really would want to see, or I need to listen to your heart, listen to your lungs, or actually put eyes on you, then usually virtual visits may not be appropriate. But otherwise, most kind of urgent care issues we can do over virtual, or I have patients come to my office, or I go to the home.
Okay, so viewers, just make sure you keep in mind, we can do this two ways, right? In person or virtual. So that is an option, whether it's on the phone or a laptop, right? That's when we say virtual, they could do it both ways.
Yeah, virtual. Yeah. And then my patients, I try to make it easy, accessible. So my patients usually, they can text me, hey, this is going on. And I usually know my patients fairly well. So I can text them back, well, hey, let's hop on Zoom real quick. Or if I know I'm good, like, hey, I'll just go ahead and send you a prescription. So it's a little bit different. I'm a concierge, direct primary care. So it's similar to a gym membership, Netflix. You use me as much as you need to. If you need to see me more often, cool. If not, that's fine, but you just pay a monthly fee. So it's a little bit different from your traditional health insurance.
Gotcha. So I guess I'm looking at this. I feel like it's more common, especially in Black men. We're looking at high blood pressure, diabetes, and I feel like there's a lot more people on dialysis. I know my father was on it. He did almost 10 years on dialysis, but I feel like dialysis always existed, but it's not something I saw in my culture until that generation. Is this something that you're seeing too? And what can we be doing to avoid these top three? I don't even know if that's safe to say those are the top three, but I feel like they're so common.
Well, yeah, so we won't say top three, but when we think about like major health issues in the Black community, usually we're on the top of on the top of the charts for all of them. Blood pressure, cholesterol, heart attacks, strokes, cancers, we're usually going to top the charts. So things that we can do is going to be your primary health care. So like I said, if I'm seeing you, I do birth through death. So if I'm seeing you as a kid, I'm seeing you as a young adult, through maturity as a middle-aged adult, we're going through every year. I'm checking your blood pressure. I'm checking you for diabetes. You don't have to worry about getting to the point where you're on dialysis. If that is the case, hopefully we've already identified those labs that are abnormal early. So that's why I said, if I don't see you but once a year, at least I can go back and I'll see the changes in your blood work so we can stay ahead of it.
Gotcha. No, thank you. That's great information. Drego?
That's great information, actually.
Okay.
I'm soaking this in too.
Okay,
Slam, you got anything over there, Slam?
I'm tuned in. I'm just paying attention.
He looked like a student over there. He's paying attention.
I got my new bag. I'm paying attention. I got my new. We all at that age, man. And I hope all
Yes.
of us
Yes,
get
yes,
there,
we
so
are.
it's
Yeah.
definitely important. Like,
And usually,
Mhm.
I shared with Giorgio, it's kind of like a checklist. So you think about it as a car. So your car, usually if you get a new car, older car, you have your 5,000 mile maintenance, your 10,000, your 15,000. Our bodies don't tell us that. We don't have a check engine like that comes on and let us know it's time to get this checked. So that's why if you stay on it once a year, you're kind of keeping up with it. Usually about 40 is when things start changing and you're going in a little bit more often and we're checking kind of bigger things. So I have a routine. I'll share the link with you. I have like a routine checklist and it's a general checklist, men and women. And on that checklist, it tells you at what age, what interval, so how often you should have these things checked. So if you feel kind of overwhelmed about either starting or being reintroduced into healthcare, this checklist is kind of like where you can look. You look up your age, you follow that down, and it tells you the things that it's time for.
Okay.
So I'll say for us, I'll assume late 30s, 40s, and for you, I'll focus on men. There's going to be 4 things that I'm going to say, like, those are kind of going to be the things we need to start looking at.
Okay.
That's going to be colon. So we're looking for colon cancers, prostate, for prostate cancers, testicles, we're looking for testicular cancer, and then breast cancer. Men do get breast cancer. And because we don't think about that, by the time we recognize you have a breast cancer, you're usually pretty like advanced.
When do they start checking this? I've never heard a man having breast cancer.
So unfortunately, like when you're going for your annual visit, your primary may not do a breast exam. If your primary is not doing one, I usually recommend men and women, you should be checking your chest, breast at least once a month. And it's some easy you can do in the shower. Usually I review with patients how to do it. If you're in a relationship, I think as far as like practicing intimacy, having your partner do it for you. So having your partner, like either way, having your partner check your breasts, having your partner, they ain't gonna check your colon.
But do you recommend that?
Go ahead.
No.
Okay. I don't know what they do.
For men, I would recommend your partner, if you have a female partner, male partner, whatever, they can check your breast and they can check your testicles because you're pretty much just looking for both. You're looking for something that would feel like a frozen peak. So if you're not remembering to do it and your partner should have an idea like, babe, you remember feeling this? Like, why the person that sees you undressed the most, like both of you should have like a understanding of each other's body.
Okay.
Oh, that is dope. I just know that's not a discussion, right? That's not something to average.
Yeah, and it's a test of relationships because like I said, like it makes you kind of vulnerable in that relationship. But again, that's the person, like you're having sex with the person, they're seeing you undressed. Why wouldn't that person know your body?
Facts.
Facts.
Gym of the day.
Yeah, that's about to say. Yeah, that did feel like a gym of the day. That was really good. No, that was really good. I'm actually thinking now. Yeah. You over here like, let me. Yeah. I need you to go ahead.
Who else can you ask?
Routine
Hey,
check.
you remember saying this for me? Like, who else can you ask?
Yeah, there's no one else comfortable that you can actually have that conversation with.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, that was good. Okay. No, I'm with it. I am with it. So with the chart, I know you shared it with me, and I'll definitely share it with the fellas. What else can we learn from this is the 40s? The 40s. We talked about that feeling, making sure we can check on each other, right? If you're in a relationship already, that is dope. Anything else we can be doing?
Eating right. And when I say eating right, I'm not talking about eating a salad every day because to be honest, I'm not going to do it. But just putting good things in your body and everything in moderation. Alcohol, black men, like we have to do better. Like y'all have, and women too, because I mean, women drink. So just monitoring how much alcohol you're consuming.
Okay.
Tobacco. So I have patients, I ask about drugs, recreational drugs. I don't ask because I'm getting ready to report you to police. I ask because I need to know what your habits are and what I need to be aware of and looking out for. So when I ask, do you smoke? No. Okay, my follow-up question is probably going to be, do you smoke marijuana? Yes. How do you smoke it? In a blunt. A blunt is tobacco. So now I have to be aware, like, okay, how long have you been smoking? Do I need to order a chest x-ray? Am I looking for lung cancers? Because technically you are a smoker. You're smoking marijuana, but you're smoking it out of a tobacco, possible nicotine product. So if you tell me you're using a pipe or you're vaping, a little bit different, I may not be as concerned. I still need to give you the education. Smoking is bad. Drugs are bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what it is. So the basics, the foundation, everybody, if they come in and they're complaining about stuff, our foundation is drinking water, eating properly, exercising, getting sleep. That's your basic.
Gotcha. And when we say sleep, what 6 hours? What would be the 6 hours? Is it still 6 hours? Is that good, or is
it can be anywhere from 6 to 8, but
6 to
people
8.
function differently. It depends on how well do you feel. If you're getting 8 hours and you still feel crappy, as a provider, I need to know that, because do you have sleep apnea? Like, you're rested, but you're not waking up rested. If you can survive off 4 hours, that just may be your habits. And if you've had that habit for a long time, as long as it's not affecting your health, I usually don't bother patients too much. But if you're surviving off 2 hours, that's probably just not healthy, because it's not giving your body enough time to rest.
I kind of feel like, and for me, it woke me up, as I think we all, when you're on the grind, you think, oh, I got to get it. I got to grind. You know what I mean? Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. But it wasn't until like, I feel like Rick Ross scared of not getting enough sleep. It kind of taught me like, oh, he pretty much, was in the hospital because, he wasn't getting enough sleep, and it wasn't healthy until he came out and said what happened. I was like, okay, you got to have a balance of this. You do have to rest. You know what I mean? No matter how much money you getting out there, you got to rest.
I mean, you have to recharge your laptop, your cell phone. Like, we give those breaks. We put them on chargers. Like, it's not, your body's not designed to just keep going. Eventually it's going to poop out. So usually taking clues from yourself. Most of us, we know our body. You know when you need rest. You know when you need water. We don't always listen, but usually your body is going to tell you what it needs.
Facts. I notice a lot of metaphors to, like, breaking it down and comparing it to real life. Is that something you have to do in your field to get to get people to understand? Like, do you see a light bulb go off when you compare it to like a laptop or, like tuning your car?
I try to, because that, when you were saying like why people kind of avoid doctor's offices, if you're coming in and I'm using all these big fancy words and you leave and you feel like you really haven't gained anything, you haven't learned anything, I haven't done my job. So at the end of a doctor's visit, you should have an idea of what happened that visit and what your plan is down the road. So I usually try to think of some kind of analogy to compare it to real life. So you do have that, like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I try to do it a lot just to make sure you understand and you're not leaving in a worse position than you walked in.
Gotcha. And I guess my last question that I have is just with CMOS. Does CMOS fix everything? Because I feel like since COVID, it's kind of like, you want to lower your blood pressure? Take CMOS. You want to fix your cholesterol? Take CMOS. You just want to be all around healthier? CMOS. So now I see everyone got a CMOS water, CMOS lemonade, the paste. I see it all over. So is CMOS, I don't know. Is CMOS what it really is? The hype, what we're seeing on the internet, is it true? And does that fix everything, like the way it's presented?
So this is my position on natural therapies. Okay. Like, one, a lot of times we end up following trends. So let's say a while ago, everybody was on Herbalife. Like, so we usually go through these cycles of trends. My position is, if I have a patient, they come in and we identify high blood pressure, and they're like, well, I don't want to go on blood pressure medicine. I want to do some sea moss. I want to do juicing. I want to do like whatever. I'm fine with that, and we'll agree on the time frame. Okay. So let's do a month. We'll check back in. If it's gotten better, cool. If it hasn't, now I get to take over. So I usually try to use evidence-based practice. So if there's evidence, that means has CMOS been studied? Have they done a clinical trial where they've taken patients, they've given CMOS to one set, they've given placebo, so nothing to another set? Was CMOS superior? If I haven't looked or seen a study that says, yep, CMOS is really going to work, again, I'm going to let you do your thing because there may be a psychological benefit. You taking this CMOS and being on a regimen may make you eat better, may make you drink more water, and it is having benefits where your blood pressure is reduced. I'm cool with that. Okay. But if we come back in a month and it's not looking good, we not doing, I mean, you can keep doing CMOS, but we about to add this lisinopril and this good amlodipine to that regimen.
Gotcha. No, I appreciate it. Great information. Drego, anything?
No, she actually covered what I wanted to ask. That you know, that 40 mark and us going to go get a you know what us men need to do at 40. Yeah, so I don't know. I've known men around me that haven't, and I've known men that have. So I know it's something that's bothering me, you know, coming up because it's around the corner a little bit. But you actually answered the question, so I'll check it out a little bit.
Good. All right. Slam, anything popped up on your end?
And just to piggyback on him, piggyback on you just a little bit. So with colon screens, if you've had a family history, it's 10 years. So let's say dad, granddad, brother, if they were diagnosed, so we don't screen until about 45, but let's say they were diagnosed at 45.
Right.
You do 10 years earlier. If I have a patient like you that absolutely like, please don't go in my booty. So there are other tests. Yes. So there are DNA tests. So if you've seen the commercial with the little man on the toilet, you poop in the container and you mail it off. So that is actually looking for DNA of colon cancer. Okay. So if I have a patient that just absolutely like, I ain't doing it. I'm doing that. At least we have a happy medium. We have other options. Okay. So at least I'm keeping an eye on you.
You doing it? Okay.
That one.
And
I'm doing that one.
You doing that one? I didn't know that one existed. That's good to know, though. Yeah. That is good to know that we have an option.
Yeah.
That'd be scary. That's scary.
And that's what most people think. I mean, to be honest,
this person and they just gotta violate me. Like, no.
You won't even be awake, so you'll remember, but you won't really remember. Like you'll be in twilight. So
okay. Yeah, okay. So the process is now you're asleep. Because I didn't know that. Okay. So what we see in the movies is not real. Okay, got it.
You are not awake for it.
So you don't even know what.
Draco just said when you in the movies, that's not real, right? The movie are not going off the movie based.
Look, you just wake up and we hand you tissue.
That's okay.
No.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, nah. No, yeah. I put it in the bag. Yeah.
And question 2. So you said if it's in your family history, you recommend taking it 10 years before. What was that, Jen?
Yes,
you said
usually insurances will pay for you to do it 10 years before. Okay. So it's 10 years before the diagnosis. So if brother was diagnosed at 38, you're probably going to be screened at 28. So it's just a 10-year to try to get a screening before the 45.
Registered. Slam, you all right, man? Slam. He look like he just conversation. It's like, yo, the day just took a turn for my dog. My dog not like.
The good news is once you have it done, and if it's negative, you don't do it again for 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that brings any kind of you don't do it again for
10 years. Okay. I could work. I think we could work with that.
I can't do it, Doc.
We could what? Slam. We got to, but that's the Like that's kind of like
definitely
this is kind of the reason why. Like I know, but you got to think about it. 10 years, man. That's a good little minute, and I have to do it again. We'll work on it. I'm gonna make sure it's a group. We the way we plan trips and everything else. I'm gonna make sure all my dogs get it done.
That would be a good, if you have a group of male friends and y'all try to schedule it and be a support to each other, that would be great.
None of those guys showing up.
Cool.
None of them showing up.
There's gotta be another way. Another way.
Another way.
I'm going the other way.
Oh man. I appreciate it. That's good. That is good. No, that's good. I guess with this being said, what made you get into your field? So the viewers have a better understanding. What made you get into the field that you're in, and how long have you been in the field?
So I have been a nurse practitioner since I graduated nursing in 2005. So I've been in healthcare since 2005. I became a nurse practitioner in 2009. And what kind of motivated me is actually my sister. So I didn't really have an idea what I wanted to do. And she had like a major surgery at like 8 or 9. And just being involved in that process, seeing her in the hospital, seeing how they took care of her, like that was probably when I started kind of noticing and being interested in healthcare.
Okay. That's awesome. 2005.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So for the viewers now who want to reach out, who want to follow you, who want to hit you up and get any needs they need, how can they follow you? What's the best way to reach you, Kia?
Best way to reach me is actually text. Like I said, I text my patients. They text me. If I have people interested, I text you back. So text is probably the fastest way. If you just kind of want some information, if you want some healthcare updates, I have a blog on my website, and that's going to be primarycaretampa.com. So what I do, primary care, I'm in Tampa.com. And then Facebook, usually I try to update and just have different tips and stuff on there. And that's going to be 4 Cardinals Direct Primary Care, which is the name of my practice. And the same for Instagram.
Well, no, thank you. Audience, please hit her up. We're going to continue to invite her on the show. We got health tips segment. We'll continue to bring that to you guys. But, of course, you have to do the work and you have to do your part. So visit her on all social media platforms or the direct website for more information. Dr. Kia, we appreciate you for your time. We know you got a busy schedule. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to having more of these conversations.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. And just remember, it's flu season, COVID season, pneumonia season, RSV season. Please wash your hands and stay safe.
Yes,
20 seconds. Thank you. We appreciate you. You have a good one now.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, then. So y'all tuned in to another episode of Exposure. I'll be your boy, the Global Zoe, and I'm with the gang.
Drego Mel.
Vandam Bodyslam.
And we cutting this thing to a closing, so we are. Stay tuned.
Bow, bow.
Bow, bow.
It's more than just a podcast. It's exposure.